Hey friends, it is Sonia and welcome back to my daily thrift vlog. Today we are at Goodwill. I really feel like this cookie jar couldn't decide between being an apple or a pepper. I think it's supposed to be a pepper though. This piece was interesting. I was shocked to turn it over and it made it seem like this was a like maybe a studio art piece just by the base of it, how raw it was. So I thought it was pretty cool. This potato, this spud ain't no ordinary spud. I'm gonna tell you. I think on the bottom it said 1974. That's one of my favorite things that was ever done in 1974, I swear. Fill that with some soup. Oh my goodness, like some cheesy broccoli soup or something like that. I'm telling you, that's amazing. This says Alpine Pottery. We are in Ohio, so I'm not sure if that's a local Ohio pottery place, but I thought the price was a little high. I did like the colors into it though. Same thing, this guy here, he had a chip as well, so I'm leaving him $4.99. The color tag off today is gray. Now this, okay, this was sitting up. You saw the way it was sitting up. I don't even think it could sit that way. Is this supposed to be a vase? Is it supposed to be a vase that sits in something? Because how would you even stand that thing up? It would just roll over. So you sit it like that, I guess. And then I saw Mr. Owl. I'm a sucker for owls. $4.99. It's a cute owl print, kind of sketchy. At first I'm like, are you a original sketch? But I think you're just a print. But I never say just, because you're amazing. I'm going to clean the back. I decided to take it. It is a really nice frame. And I know it captured my attention when I walked by, so I really feel that somebody in my store will see it and love it. And so to flip that even at $10 is a beautiful number. So yeah, I took that one. $5.99. I debated on this piece, but you know, it's a newer modern piece, which I don't mind. But I don't know. I just didn't see the value there at that price point. Maybe if it was a little lower. Yeah, if it was a little lower, I would have taken it. But I put it back up there in place of the owl, so somebody will see it and love it. $2.99, an interesting shaped mug. I need a bigger mug though. That ain't gonna work for me. The purple section, $4.99. Just wasn't in love with that. But ooh, Mr. Bird and a crown. And then of course I spot these two in the back and I think to myself, I gotta check out the prices of those because those are smaller, but I'll see what the price point is. Love this guy. So this is a newer piece, but I love that should be old style that it's done in. I love how whimsical it is. The bird has a crown. All right, my fine feathered friends, hang out here together while we add to the family. I had to see what this thing was. It was a little scary to reach up there because it was on the top shelf and it's very, very big. Yeah, and this is the view that I'm seeing when I looked up. And then I saw that bird. You know what? I'm realizing there's a theme here today. There's many, many birds. This one was easier, so I ended up reaching for this guy. I'm a mixed media lover, and so I saw that it was $6.99. So I thought, again, if it was lower price, I would have grabbed it, but $6.99, I'm gonna leave you there. And the tag was the gray that was off, so it didn't apply to that. But it was cute. It's polka dots, you know, it's got like music notes or parchment paper behind the bird. All right, let's see what's going on with this thing. At first, I truly didn't know what it was. And then I saw a sign in the back. It says, "To me, you are perfect." And then this is, so did I even show you the rooster? It's a rooster. Just trust me, it's a rooster with a lot of feathers in the back. I don't know if I went back to it or not. I loved this here. I love everything about this up until the point that it says Arizona. And I even love Arizona. I can tell that this is a very old piece, but I wondered if the fact that it has state name onto it, if it would just, you know, people would not want it because of that. I wish it was just the butterflies and that ornate looking design because, you know, not everybody wants something with a state onto it. So this was 2-piece for $8. These were smaller Same thing as the other one I had looked up. This is an old vase, I think. I do like that shading that they did on it. And this one is $6.99. I like it. I'm still shopping though, just to see what's here. I have a feeling that's probably a newer piece, judging by that tag. But it is a cool shell. Living our best life. There was tons of signs here today. I did do some reading about signs and just about trends. And the thought is that signs are basically out. There's not as many people putting waffles. Yes, please fill that out with syrup and pancakes. I love that. But yeah, what do you guys think? I mean, when you think about how you decorate, there was a time where signs were everywhere. You know, on our bedroom. Oh, look at the brain, the leaky brain. Man, they make everything, don't they? That was a candle, by the way. I saw this. I love this. $2.99. I love that old picture frame. So nice. I'm going to load that one up in my card. But yeah, signs for walls are just not as popular as they used to be. And I am seeing a lot of signs in the like wooden signs, one-word signs in the Goodwills that I do shop at. I love this. I love this key. This is perfect. Like, that's going to be a beautiful piece to put on a wall. Gorgeous. Like, I love the collection of stuff that we have right here. So these are shoes. Everywhere, every Goodwill I go and thrift store, I always find wooden shoes. They just follow me. I like this. I was thinking this could be a cute planter. $6.99. You guys know that I'm picking to resell right now, not for a direct buy. So I'm keeping that in mind as I pick. But I did love that, just, you know, that enchanted carriage look. This was cute too. And then I saw a couple things over here. I saw shoes over there too. This is I'm guessing maybe something that you put your plant. $10.99, out of my price range. You know, you can tell it was used inside. It almost looked like a fire ring, one of those metal fire rings. But I truly think maybe somebody had a plant inside of it, and it was just like a basin for the plant. At first I thought gnome. This cute little furry thing, gnome. And then I realized it's actually Santa Claus. But it is cute. I have never seen a felt covered candle holder like that. This is a cute little boot. $5. I did love the design onto it. Kitty cats and the boot. I told you kitty cats sell well. That one didn't come home with me today, but kitty cats always find a home. In fact, you know, our second kitty cat, you know, the ones that Matt called hideous? Well, the second kitty cat sold today. I was so happy. We sold a bunch of stuff in store today. So these two right here, I love them both because they're actually hand painted on here, and it's quite beautiful. That one was $6.99, and they're gray, which I will tell you today, the gray tags are half off. And I wanted them both, but I kept looking at this, like, are you a hair? Are you a scratch? Are you an indent? Like a break? It wasn't coming out the other side. It was just a really bad scratch that went right through that little tin plate. So I thought, you know what? I love them both, but I'm going to go ahead and stick with the one that doesn't have the scrape through it. So that means I got this one for only what? Was that $4.99? Yeah, $2.50, which I thought was a great steal of the day. I'm realizing I missed an oval gold frame because I saw the polar bear, and I think he's not a candle holder or anything. He's cool. Just a cool piece of decor. This is the silver section. Somebody said, you cracked me up with, like, you know, how you love gold. Gold, I love gold. I don't know, I love gold. Now I love silver jewelry, but I love gold furnishings. Okay, let's see what's over here. A bag of bears, a bag of lots of stuff. And sometimes you can find some really nice stuff in these bags. And so, you know, it's nice to have things of different price points because sometimes people come into your store and they just want to pay, you know, $3.99 versus a bigger ticketed price item. So I'm going to take a minute to pick through here. The seal was super cute. And it had that tag on it, which indicated to me that it's probably an old vintage piece. You know, it's really smart. Goodwill was very brilliant here because, you know, with these bags, what do you do with all the odds and ends? You bag it up, and then maybe somebody will see one thing in the bag that they want and take all of it at one time, right? So it's very smart that they started doing this. And so I'm just kind of checking it out and seeing, looks like ducks back there or geese. These were, like, if I was into collecting perfume bottles, there's a whole collection. Did you see that? A bag of perfume bottles. I did see these unicorns, and so of course that had my attention. I wondered if this was an earring holder because it had, the unicorn had the wings with the holes, but a little messy. So for that reason, they went at $2.99, which is not bad at all, but they were a little messy. So I made the decision to leave those behind. I love the style of that plate. Got some more figurines to look through up here. A dancing pig in a coat. He's got a cool jacket. He's cute. Got a top hat with flowers. That was a fun design. Balloons. These were nice. I debated getting these. They're definitely Easter. You know, they do have Easter eggs on them on the bottom. But what a beautiful, like if you have a mantle, you know, these guys could be the, just kind of like the statement part of, you know, your seasonal decorating. Those were really, really nice. Then I see a critter over here. $2.99. Feels a little rustic. So I decided to leave that one. He's really cute. Some rustic, primitive lover will come and enjoy that one. This was also a glass one. Three Bears, Irving, Texas. Copyright 1977. Think about how much stuff travels. For like, you know, this is literally goods from around the world. Somebody went on vacation somewhere to somewhere exotic. They visited somewhere, and these are all the things for all the reasons, you know, and it's just a mishmash. But it is amazing to step back and think about that. And the fact of how much did somebody actually spend for this stuff before it made its way to Goodwill. I love that candle. I have no idea the technique that you do to get the dried flowers in the candle, but I would love to personally learn. That was cool, but it said for votive lights only.
2 hours later.
The wooden section. Platters. I thought this box was cool. Cool idea too. You know, if you have a box right now and you want to put something on the front of it, just go ahead and put some burlap on there, stick it on, stamp it if you want to. I thought it was a cute look. I loved this candle holder. I think it was like $4.99 or $5.99. And this part here was stuck on and it did not want to come off. And I didn't want to break it. This is me trying to say, will you come off or will you fall off if I pick at this too hard? So I decided to leave it at $5.99. I thought that was amazing. I love that. That would be so nice on top of like a fireplace. I love this painted jar. I have never seen a jar this big, period. Like, no kidding. When was the last time you saw a jar that looked like 3 mason jars stacked tall? One big long one. $4.99. And, you know, the paint was chippy on it. But I love vegetables like that. Honestly, if it was priced a little less, I would have gotten it. The sign says, if I have to stir it, it's homemade. Looks like somebody painted this in, I think it said 05. Is it 05? Or it might even be earlier. $2.99. This fell in the primitive theme stuff. Really cute though, a wooden box. I don't anticipate that will be long on the shelf. Somebody will find it. It's amazing. Somebody comes in and you know, find the right pieces. And everybody's always looking for something different. I love those pieces. You see that piece right there? I know it's sturdy, but if you were to spray paint that and stick that like above your ceiling light, it gives it the most ornate feel. I love those pieces that you can add into your home. This was a wooden door. Had a great price onto it, $4.99. Again, if you're into country, rustic, primitive, that sort of, you know, that sort of style, you can find some great pieces at Goodwill. Because if you had to buy them new, you know those rustic pieces are not cheap if you went to like a country store. So $2.99. I love the shape. You see that edging right there? And I like to paint, so I thought, you know, I can get some, if these frames are here and they're in great condition, I'll grab these to frame my painted book pages. But they all had the back torn off of them. So I thought, you know what, for $2.99, I can probably find them new and they'll be in perfect condition. It looked like somebody donated their wreath. I like that buffalo check plaid. This is interesting here. So I don't know what it actually is supposed to be, but in my mind, I'm like, oh my gosh, if somebody wanted to create a headboard in a room, oh, it wouldn't be heavy. It's a beautiful distressed style. But yeah, to turn that horizontal and attach it to the wall, that would make a great headboard. I'm just saying. This was a really nice piece here too. Just, you know, crying out for some nourishment for somebody to work with. It's wood, but that would be a beautiful piece. I love this chair. It reminded me of the window in, you know, Wednesday, the Wednesday Addams show, the stained glass one. Very beautiful. Can you imagine painted black? And then I love the stripes as well, but you could even put your own stripes onto it. That would be so nice. All right, here I'm checking out and I look in and I think, you know what? One day we're gonna look into the jewelry cases. I love those style bracelets, the stackable ones. Yeah, we're gonna shop the cases one day. See you guys tomorrow.